This is the Higgnz Lounge podcast, and I'm chilling with my brother from another mother, and it's time for us to have fun in this pilot episode.
Oh, shit. You got your license?
No pandemic form. No pandemic form.
Bioweapon side operation on our brains, being twisted by a sickness, playing sick and twisted games. Creation of a virus, spawning lies to pump inside us. Can't turn my back today, no way tomorrow ain't a promise. I sound sour cause my power can't be taken by cowards. Exterminate white collars.
So real quick, do you think at this point right now that more people think the pandemic is bullshit than originally thought, or do you think it's the other way around?
I think it's still both ways.
About 50-50 still?
There's still some believers for sure.
So when you've been to different states throughout the process, which one seems like the most fuck it?
Mississippi.
Even more than Texas?
They done with, and Texas, Houston. But Austin's masked up. People outside with the masks is what bugs me out, but whatever.
Right. Driving down the highway.
You're told and just fall in line,
Right.
Go ahead, but don't get mad at me because I ain't on your program,
Well, you don't know if they just forgot that they had it on because they wear it so much. You're driving down the highway and you see oncoming traffic and somebody's driving down the highway with their mask on their face. And those are
That's
the ones
how they feel, bro.
Some
of them got their eyes covered up. Probably they got some other shit told.
I mean, really.
Some of y'all just need to smoke some weed. Some of y'all just need...
just chill out. Relax.
I ain't trying to be masked up, you feel me?
Well, yeah, I think I'm at the point now where you can kind of see the leniency and people starting to pull back and show that they feel phase 3. You go in the store and nobody's got them on, but they got them on deck just in case. Because that's what I'll do. I have them, I'll keep it in my pocket until somebody tells me to put it on now.
I'm seeing less and less masks. I think more people are feeling like we were played than in the beginning. You still got some believers out there, but I think speculation is probably at an all-time high since the beginning of it, right?
Right. And then what about the...
I was speculative instantly. I'm like, oh, what's the play? What's going on here? Let me dig.
Yeah.
And
I told you I wanted to talk about California and how it's destroying the state. Like, the income has turned over on its head, and it's not like L.A. didn't already have homelessness at an all-time high.
Cali was already going bust anyway, so
this is like the camel that broke the horse's back, and the governor and the mayor, from what I understand, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, you break it down to rebuild, but what's the rebuild, I guess that's what I'm curious about.
I seen recently the mayor of L.A. was talking about some UBI for the city. And it's like, okay, cool, but how are you going to do that? You ain't got no money as it is. You know what I'm saying? All what you guys thrive off of is debt. It's such a beautiful place. Hollywood, it has so much history, and it's just falling apart. Like,
as the story is told to us, we in debt, and we don't have money to pay anybody, but...
Yeah. Think about this, here in NOLA, it ain't no different. The city is
cashing checks. People been cashing checks.
Oh yeah. And NOLA's shut down. It's the only place in the state that won't open up.
It's a dirty little city, bro.
I guess. I know when it did shut down, the rats went ratatouille. When it first happened, when everything shut down, all the rats didn't have anywhere to eat. So they all came out to play. So it was like...
Oh, I seen that.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, New York, I seen it. They'll have pit bulls hunting them at night and stuff. They should have got the dogs out on them rats. They could have been feasting. But yeah, they carry diseases too,
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. They... and they got them big river rats in the city.
I used to see,
bro.
when I valeted near the convention center. They had a parking lot, bro, and it had.
They look like little nutrients,
They
bro.
were like, "Look, is it a cat? Nah, it's a freaking rat.
Rat.
River rat."
And I said, yeah, they get so fat they wobble when they walk, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. But anyway, I forgot to say this. Let you know, October 16th, I dropped the new mixtape, the Downaroad Mixtape, which I'm gonna try to do one of those every 3 months. So, like, there's so much music. When I made it, I felt like, damn, I missed out on a lot of music that I wanted to put on here that didn't get put on here. I'm like, shoot, we have enough content where we could drop one every 3 months. Just a little party mixtape.
A lot of music in the vaults, bro.
Right. So that's a goal of mine. And then this Friday, Children of the Marsh Volume 2, right there behind you. The one that's black you can't see, and it's intended to be that way. It's the introvert of Volume 1, Children of the Marsh Volume 1. But Volume 2, the Exorhythm, comes out this Friday, October 23rd. And for people who heard it, said it's my best work. And I that was the intention.
Yeah, this shit's legit as fuck. Y'all need to get that shit. Check it out.
I got 4 mics from my own people. And you know your own people, your biggest haters. You know what I'm saying? So you guys might give it a 4 1/4. And then my first show since the pandemic, November 7th, at the Art Garage, downtown on St. Claude, sponsored by 3090, just like this podcast is. And if you want to follow, you're interested in any merch, I got this hat here that's fly. He's got the 3090 shirt.
Yeah, we represent.
The IG handle will be in the description on this podcast here. And like I said, November 7th, I'm sorry.
November 7th?
It will be an all-live show, acoustic guitar and a drummer, and me. Huh?
What day is the election?
November 3rd. What do you think the outcome's going to be?
You having an election party.
So what do we got?
We're going to vote you in.
Yes, basically.
Children of the Marsh. You the father of all the children?
So, I guess I might,
You sonning these fools?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Taking them to school. Nah, I'm coaching them, right?
There you go.
That's why they call me coach.
They need some teaching.
Yes. So, here we go. Election. What you got? Who's gonna? What you think the final score is gonna be?
I'm voting Kanye, dog.
I am too. And what I wanted to tell y'all, I may have sent you the link. Like, you know how many people are running for president this year that we don't know about?
Couple few.
I got this list of names here.
I say Kanye all day.
The birthday party.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shout out me and Tom Petty, you feel me? Got that fresh it's upside down like me right now. There we go. Tom Petty, his birthday would have been tomorrow, along with myself. He just released this on Friday.
Yeah. Tom Petty's birthday, right? It is tomorrow. And I just wanted to wish you.
Go Sheila, it's your birthday. Go Sheila, it's your birthday. Go Ferdy, it's your birthday. Go Ferdy, it's your birthday. Go.
That's all right.
When's the last time you heard that song?
Oh shit, I don't know if ever, bro, but it's been a long time if I did.
I think we was young when that one came out.
Yeah, that sounded like some mid-90s representing in the club right there.
What do you think about this voter fraud? I mean, do you think it's a real thing, like legit, with these invalid?
I think it's a story they used to fuck with people, like they fuck with people with hanging chads, dog. They probably had some other shit before I'm alive that I'm unaware of,
right?
That I didn't uncover in my research ever. But yeah, I mean, we had hanging chads for Bush.
You was in
our lifetime.
Yeah, you was in the military. Did you have to do? Ever see mail-in ballot? Because that's what it's for, right? When you're overseas during an election season, they give you an option to vote.
Yeah,
mail in.
I've definitely had a mail-in ballot for in
the second president election.
Yeah. In 2004, when Bush was being reelected, I was in Navy schooling, and I got a mail-in ballot. Absolutely.
And that's what they're really intended for military, and people in nursing homes that are too sick to go out. So they're trying to take these ballots and just mail them to everybody's house. I mean, they gave a number like potential.
They setting you up for the okie doke.
Like 500,000 ballots have a potential of being tampered with. Was the number that I heard somewhere roughly around it, and that can throw. I mean, that's more than enough to throw an election. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
it's foreshadowing, bro. They already telling you there's gonna be some fucked up shit that happens.
Oh yeah, they said it. They said riots one way or the other. People already predicting this stuff. This documentation that's put out there, like
I'm gonna set some shit on fire myself.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
It's
gonna be a peaceful fire for myself.
That might help the petrol, the oil and gas business, because people need, we need something to start a fire.
Yeah,
might be selling a lot of gasoline next month. You know what I'm saying? But with this, the ballot, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different people running for president. And Kanye, like we said, he's running under the birthday party.
Right.
I've never heard of the birthday party.
Dope as fuck.
It's probably something he just started. It's almost a joke because he said he was running for president.
It is. No, it's not. It's all a joke. That's why
joke.
I'm going with the biggest joke. Who's got the biggest red nose? Okay, you clowning the most?
You go in there and eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Who's gonna get us closer to idiocracy quickest? It's Kanye. It's The Rock.
Right.
Let's go.
I think I might might do it. Kanye all day.
Kanye all day.
He announced his presidency, and then they just completely went out the news cycle. It disappeared. So you almost think that it's a scam. Like it was just, he said he was running for president, but did he really sign up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but he crazier than a bag of cats.
Yes,
bro.
he is.
So fuck him. President. Let's go.
Most artists have something wrong with
I don't know what the fuck Kanye's on. He's on off or on or whatever. His switch that got flipped. Well, that's Kim K, bro. That's Kim K. Poo Nane, bro.
Yeah, that's that ML, whatever the MK Ultra Mind Control.
Which one got him?
See, here's the deal.
College dropout?
I think only one of these other candidates I may have seen other than Kanye, Joe Jordanson, right? He's the libertarian candidate. He's the only one that I've ever saw on TV at all, and it's just a small segment. None of these people get any coverage.
Well, any of them made Jesus walks?
No.
Or the graduation?
Right.
Nah, get out of here.
I like that, that's one of them jams on his new album.
Oh, he's got a couple new ones, but I mean, 808 and Heartbreak? Come on, bro. Every sappy ass
Be
broken
so
heart motherfucker
heartless.
that's.
I heard Kim was a witch.
But how come Ray J cool? He got earbuds and he's fucking balling. He's chilling.
He got away from it.
He the one that flipped her into it.
Right.
Maybe he's her handler, dog.
He might be. He might be her pimp.
Don't let me.
He might be her
slow
pimp.
down. Don't fucking speed race down the rabbit hole. Hold on. Go speed racer, go.
Right now, Ice Cube's in the news.
Ice Cube.
And I want to put this out there. Like I've never voted for any election, like any presidential election, until the last one, and I voted for Jill Stein just to push that button to show other people that there's more candidates available. And I made a mistake by voting for her because she wanted to recount. What the hell you want to recount for? You got your ass whooped. No, you want to recount because you think Hillary won. You know what I'm saying? So like you were just a shill for her to me. And the only reason why I wanted to vote for her is just expressing freedom of speech and vote. She was a woman. She wanted to legalize marijuana. That was on her ballot. She had some good policies in place. So I was like, hey, I'm going to pull a vote for her. But what I want to say is, that's something I went back on my word, but that was 10 years ago. Remember I said on a song, I said, I'll never vote on a president's election. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the same thing, Ice Cube said he'd never have dinner with the president. But now, he's willing to have dinner with the president.
Never say never, bro.
Right. I mean,
I learned that in, was that American Tail, that Disney movie, Fievel? When he went west?
Mm-hmm.
Never say never.
Them libs went mad on his ass, bro.
Oh,
Because
the libs?
the libs, the libs went mad on him. Like,
He's
you a sellout. But What is he doing? He's opening up communication, conversation. That's the problem with us. Why you think we can't get our damn stimulus money, right? Because all they just showing on this dog and pony show that they can't even talk to each other. They won't even open up communications properly without fighting and spatting like children. And these are the people we put in the office.
But they just using that shit as a carrot, though. They just dangling that shit in front of us.
Right, like the guy on the guy go, you gotta try a little harder. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's basically what's going on. Well, Ice Cube just said that he ain't looking out for, he's looking out for black people, and that's fine. That's cool. I appreciate that because I don't give a shit who he votes for. I just like the fact that he's not being a sucker for one side. You know what I'm saying? People just fall in line with their party of choice, and no matter what they put on the table, people just buy into it, dig into it. It's that brainwash, you know? I mean, you're just going to pull a lever just because of the color? You don't even know who half them people are on the fucking ballot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even doing your homework. You might as well not vote. If you don't know who you're voting for, why vote for them? Just because of their party selection. But there's a platinum plan in place where there's $500 billion that the government wants to put towards helping minority families, like closing in the wealth gap.
How you qualify for that?
I have no idea because you got to be a minority. But
what qualifies you to be a minority?
I don't know. I think you can pretty much be 1%. I don't know. Good question.
I think I got my 1% on my 20.
You have to look. Yeah, you have to look that up.
Yeah.
Google it. How you know, what are you doing to be considered a minority in the United States? But,
right.
So it's this program to separate the wealth gap. And it's really classism is what it is. You know, I mean, there's poor people all over the place.
Right. What if you grew up in the trailer park? Does that qualify you for minority?
Right. I think you should fall in line for that for
what
sure.
What if you grew up in a fucking dumpster?
Right.
You in a small percentage of people. But you in the minority.
All those poor people in L.A. I mean, all those homeless people in L.A. that's just ratting in the streets.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I know some of that's by choice.
Yeah, it's not just L.A.
But here's the deal with this. The wealth gap. The problem is wealth is not only, like, it definitely a classism problem, but it's also a mental problem because you can give somebody, here's the money to get on your feet. Does that mean they're going to get on their feet?
Absolutely not.
They can probably, you know, most people who don't know how to create wealth are just going to blow it. So it's really, the way to separate the wealth gap is to change the perception and educate. You know what I'm saying? That's the long run fix.
It's a spending problem. Poor people spend all the money.
Most people, they say, when they never had it before, the first thing they want to do is buy something they never had. Right?
But we getting into a whole deeper conversation
but
about
it
consumerism.
It is a deeper you're right, and that's the issue. So let's say you take this $500 billion. If it's not used wisely, it's just going to be blown money. You know what I'm saying? It needs
going broke for the newest iPhone. What, they got the 12 now?
Exactly. We need schools to educate people on how to create wealth rather than just how to manage a paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Who's going to trust the educator?
That has
miseducation?
Right. That has to be done. It starts in the household, bro. And then the community's only going to save itself. Every community can only save itself. You can't ask the federal government to change your backyard. They're not going to do it. You know, they're not going to do it.
School's just like a big daycare, dog. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's a lot of reason why I got into coaching just to begin with, just to play my part in the community. If I could change people's minds about shit, you know what I'm saying? Change the way they perceive life a little bit, just by that little time you can spend with them, hey, you might be able to make a difference. It's little micro things like that lead up to creating a solid citizen that's going to succeed in life, bro. You know, I mean,
some are farther away than others, I guess.
I have no problem with the bill. That's cool. I think it's an excellent idea. I just think it needs to be used wisely.
I like the name of it, Platinum Plus.
Platinum Plan.
Represent. I just want Baby to present that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what people think when they hear platinum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want him to be rubbing his hands together.
Platinum albums. Platinum gold rings,
Bling,
gold
bling.
chains.
Never forget.
Do you think, I tell you what, do you think that's a government, that's a laugh in the face by calling it the platinum? You think they did that to fuck with the people?
Oh.
Calling it the platinum plan? They were bumping bling bling
Yeah.
when they wrote it?
No, that's definitely some backhanded shit, dog.
Right, it is fucked up. You gotta look at it. Why call it the platinum plan? Out of all things, what does that mean?
You know what I mean.
The platinum. Oh, we giving all minorities the platinum card. I wanted to talk to you about the UFC.
Oh shit.
So-
UFC.
How was that? The whole the fights this weekend.
Oh,
Small cards, right?
Yeah, it was just a fight night, bro. The main event was Korean Zombie and Brian Ortega, bro. And Ortega had a 2-year layoff, basically, bro. You didn't know how he was gonna come in there. He got his ass whipped his last fight, you know.
So he handled business this time.
Yeah, the Korean Zombie. When they did the face off in the octagon, I said, man, Korean Zombie looks scared. Even at the weigh-ins, he had his head down the whole time. Some of that shit means a lot. I was like, dude, he looks scared, or he looks like he's about to take a L. And he was, minus 200. He got up to, and Ortega pieced him up the whole fight. Just looked like the better fight of the whole fight, bro. Korean Zombie wasn't throwing shit. He just got fucking dominated the whole fight. And it went all 5 rounds. Ortega got a unanimous decision, like plus 200 cashed in, bro.
Easy money.
Yeah, if you was with Ortega, but it was hard to pick him because he was coming off. You never know how somebody's gonna look at that 2-year layoff. It did him good. He's still young. He's growing, getting better as a fighter. But you also would have had to bet that Zombie come out there looking like shit, and he sure enough come out there looking like shit. There you go.
Well, what about they got the big one coming up now?
Oh, this weekend we got Khabib and Gaethje fighting, bro. Saturday.
What you think? I know I already know your prediction. I think you think Khabib's gonna take
the
care.
money's rolling in on Khabib right now, bro. He's gaining a lot of steam right now, so the money's coming in on Gaethje too. If you think Gaethje could do it,
so what are you gonna do? Where your money's at?
I mean, you got to take Khabib, bro. Khabib by decision. It'll probably go 5 rounds. It'll probably be a fucking war, bro. But once Khabib gets on, and Gaethje could take a ass whipping, but he has been finished twice, so you gotta go Khabib. Nobody's ever beat the dude, bro. He's only lost 1 round to McGregor, and that's a questionable scoring anyway, but he's just you got to bet that he's going to do what he's been able to do to everybody who's ever stepped into the octagon with him,
right.
Now,
and somebody in his shoes who's like on top right now, when do you call it and just retire?
I mean, he's at that age. He's right around 30, 30 something.
So he's at his peak right now.
He's at his peak right now, so I don't know, man. It's like how much you want to make, how much you want to ride off that shit.
Right.
He's probably good for another 3 to 5 fights, bro. I think, but it's all about
dope.
it. He's done made if he's made enough, then he's done. His pops just died too, so it's like, where's his head at? When do you just say, hey, I'm ready to stop fucking getting punched in the head?
Right. I don't. I really think he's gonna hang it up on top. I don't think he's gonna go much longer,
Right. Eventually, somebody will catch up to him. Is Justin Gaethje the guy to catch up to him? He might be. He's everybody loves the story of an underdog. Hey, the U.S. done lost a lot of. We only got 1 American champion, and that's Stipe Miocic, the heavyweight. Everybody else from a different country. So you know what I'm saying? Khabib taking the belt away from a Russian is some deep shit. It's some dope shit.
Well, your boy taking a
Justin. I said it the wrong way. Justin taking it from Khabib. I'll be stoked.
It'll be the biggest thing since Rocky.
Yeah, that should be dope as fuck.
And
he gonna do a lot of work to get that done, bro.
Well, like you said, it can end. I mean, all it takes is 1 hit, bro.
Yeah.
1 punch to take, and Can he lay it down?
If Khabib's unable to take him down, you know, if he could stay away from the cage, Khabib uses a lot of his takedowns on the cage and not in open space. And if Justin could survive to the later rounds, right? So if Khabib's takedowns, you know, everybody gasses out. It's a 5-round fight. Wrestling's hard to do. So if Khabib starts gassing by the fourth and the fifth round and can't deal with Justin on the feet, you know, if you want to take Justin by a knockout, that's gonna be probably plus 750. That's a little bet for you to put $10, $20 on. You know what I'm saying? Just some lunch money shit. If you want to drop 100 on it to win 750, and you got balls, that it could play out like that. You know, don't say you heard it here first, but it's a scenario. You know,
if he can stay away from the cage, what Khabib's good at is just slowly inching you towards the cage. You don't even know you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like he just traps him all of a sudden. Like that. He's closing that gap because most people try to stay their distance from him, right? You
know what he's gonna do, just like we saying right now. And Justin Gaethje's coach, Trevor Whitman, is one of the dopest minds in the game. So there's a game plan. You know what I mean? Gaethje was planning for Khabib already when he took the Tony fight. You know that the Khabib fight fell out and he fought Tony instead. So people been plotting on Khabib, dog. Trust that. So they got a game plan, bro. He could go down, bro. But
So you say 5 rounds? Call it. They going 5. Khabib in decision.
Khabib by decision. You thinking?
I don't know.
That's your call.
I think if he gets his hands on him, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Ain't gonna make it that long.
Yeah, he'll probably be. We'll have to see how he looks at the weigh-ins, you know. But he's Khabib, he's the champ, so the weigh-ins they factor in on it. Gaethje don't cut a lot of weight. Nobody's really tried to wrestle Gaethje's ass hardcore, like, so it's hard to see. It's hard to say how he's gonna deal with it. That's the biggest unknown for me.
Friday, they had a bunch of new albums come out. It was T.I., Benny the Butcher.
Oh
shit. The Son of Sam, Be Real, Exhibit and Derek.
Demrick. Yeah, that's the name of the album. Is Son of Sam, or that was just the name. I
think
the
name of the song, but I think they did call the album Son of Sam.
But I don't know that tracks though.
That track. All you got to do is look them up.
Exhibit goes off on that shit.
I thought Pandemic was dope till I heard Son of Sam.
Oh, nah, he murdered that shit.
We all, dude. And Exhibit and Be Real is 2 of my favorite MCs.
Yeah.
You know, all time.
Like, yeah, they damn near. Be Real's got to be 50. Almost 50 years old, if not older.
2 of the most unique voices in hip hop. Together on one record.
Black Sunday, Cypress Hill, bro, that's the best
You
shit.
just get the right production behind that, and you'll win every time. You know what I'm saying? And I love the shit that they on. Like, that it's like real common sense hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's grown folk music.
Right. Hardcore conscious.
Ain't gonna be singing in the autotune talking about blessing bitches with they pole, you know what I'm saying?
And I didn't listen to T.I.'s album yet, and for some reason I just didn't want to. And I found out why, because it's like, I heard it's trash. Like, he's trying to do that. He's not being, you know what I'm saying? Do you, grow as you. Don't try to do what's hot.
T.I. been pretty boring. I think King was probably his last cool album, maybe.
I like T.I. versus T.I.P. The Paper Trail is probably his best, like, put together album. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics, the production,
He just got corny to me. I guess.
It was real commercial.
Yeah.
But his lyrics were at its all time. That was his best lyrical album.
Yeah.
But King, that bitch just bumps. Now, Urban Legend.
That's the only album I bought of his
was King.
Yeah.
Urban Legend is the shit. My favorite T.I. song, Motivation, is on Urban Legend.
Yeah, that's a dope track. That was a dope album.
But the one album...
I mean, when 24s hit, shit, that shit, everybody was bumping 24s. You was wishing you had 24s.
Right.
Even if you had 17s, you was bumping 24s.
But the one album that blew them all away own. It should own the hip hop charts for the weekend. Not old, but it's an old album. Tom Petty, Wallflowers, and all the rest.
Yeah.
I got to
I
listen
went down
to
to
that.
Peaches and got that on magazine.
No, I got to go visit that place. I didn't even know they were still open. For her to be able to sustain being open in this era, when there's nothing.
She's in the old Woolworths on magazine, bro. It's dope. They still got the old diner because they used to dine and shop in Woolworths, and it's all still there, frozen in time. She's got a stage.
That's awesome.
It's dope, man. If y'all love music like we love music, vinyl. She got record players.
So they pushing a lot of vinyl. Huh?
She got it all. Pretty much everything ever sold in her store, she's got. She says she still got this CD, but I don't know. She said she remembered us. I said, man, you almost made me believe you, but she might. She says she still got everything sold in the store. So
well, yeah, I think she makes copies of everything,
right?
And you can get like burnt copies of it, but she does keep.
She had some No Limit. I guess No Limit and LRG did a collab, and she had some No Limit hoodies with the old No Limit box logo, bro.
What?
The square tank,
like the old tank, like the first,
She had an Ice Cream Man shirt. She didn't have anything in my size, but I would have copped one of that. I used to have the Silk the Shaka shirt.
That was a dude. That album cover was dope.
Yeah, when he was popping out the TV.
Right.
That's yeah.
Where you put him ranked? Like, is he known for the wackest rapper of all time, bro?
Oh man, poor Silk. I don't know, not poor Silk. He rich as fuck, but yeah, everybody dog his ass. But the Shaka was dope. I don't know. We was bumping that shit.
Yeah,
it was because of all the features. But yeah, come on, Mister, call me what the fuck you want as long as you got Mister in front. That shit, yeah. It might have never sounded the best. His voice was kind of off, but I mean, it was original. It was his own style.
Woke up in the morning, hangover from last night. I was drunk and fucked, plus I was throwing up. My eyes was like hella tight. Remember that? I think that was a song after Mister. But the Shaka, what they did a great job at is stealing. And I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that they had to pay for the rights to it, but the Torture. That's what the Shaka was. Remember, Torture. Full Life. Torture. Remember that low key? Torture? Right. The keys.
Who had it first?
Oh, low key, for sure.
So did P just pay the same producer? Or who owned the rights to the song? The record label? P just probably bought the rights or
probably
whatever he did.
Probably paid. Or there's probably some legal thing. I think if you play it, you know what I'm saying? If you physically play it, not sample it, it's you know, it's fine.
It's like that Vanilla Ice thing. Ding,
yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right.
See, Oz only goes like...
Ding, right. He explained. Like, there's one key difference that separates the two, so it's definitely not the same thing.
Right.
But back to Tom Petty, like, I never actually listened to any of his albums.
No?
I was always a fan of his music. Like, the
singles?
The hits, right. The hits. You know, Free Fallin'.
Oh, yeah.
Refugee. Last Dance of Mary Jane.
Oh, everybody know that one.
But when I heard this Wallflowers album, that's not my favorite songs anymore from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I told, man, Good to Be King, Honeybee.
Oh, man. If you like Honeybee, you need to listen to Hypnotic. That's pretty much like a blues album. Hypnotic is dope. That's a dope Tom Petty album.
Definitely check it out.
It was because of his death I started looking at the albums he had released, and that was one I always knew of because of those songs on there. And I was familiar with a lot of his shit growing up and listened to the whole albums, but I didn't know about Hypnotic. I kind of fell off.
Cabin Down Below is badass too.
Oh, Cabin Down Below is sick, bro. It's a beautiful album, man.
Well, and what's special about he's not the greatest singer. Like, he's not one that's gonna carry these notes and you know what I'm saying? Like, really stretch his voice, but he just got such
an original ass voice.
A special, unique talent.
And they've been together 50 years, bro. They were together. Like, they played music for basically 50 years together. He had a Mudcrutch. That was another group he had. The Traveling Wilburys. Like, he had other groups he did projects with, but I mean, him and dude, the story of Tom Petty's dope as fuck, bro. That I got to see him at Jazz Fest before he passed. In 2017, I got to go to Jazz Fest, bro.
Right.
It was a washout that weekend, bro. You didn't even know if Petty was gonna play, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I had somebody I knew was working there through somebody else, and she was calling, and she, okay, he's coming on. So I hopped in the car, drove about 60, 70 miles to Jazz Fest, and I was walking to the ticket booth, and everybody was walking away because the machine's broken. They couldn't sell tickets because I didn't have a ticket. And I seen some dude, and he's like, "You used to work valet?" And I was like, "Yeah, I used to work at the Radisson and the Marriott." He's like, "Oh, I remember you." He remembered my brother. He remembered us. He had a gospel pass, bro. Like, he was playing in the gospel tent. He's like, "I got you, bro." Brings me, we get a van ride to the stage, and I didn't pay anything. I gave him $100 bill,
so
bro.
You got in lucky.
I got it.
You went in there not knowing if you were gonna get in or not. I was just taking
a shot to see Tom Petty, dog. And I ate like 300 milligrams, cushy punches. I ate them KPs, them cushy punches, 300 milligrams, and I was off to the races. And I rolled a couple. I had like 5 joints, probably at least. I was smoking a joint during Tom Petty, looking at the NOPD, and he was just like shaking his head at me, and I was like, oh,
"What's he gonna do?" You know.
So it was he played for like 2.5 hours. He was the only person that played that day on the main stage. They had Jazz Fest just for Tom Petty, basically. The food, we had food and shit. I mean, it was amazing, and I learned about a lot of those songs off the albums that weren't singles at Jazz Fest,
right?
You know.
Well, the last Jazz Fest I've been to, the headline was Aerosmith. So, it was good.
You've seen Aerosmith at Jazz Fest?
Yes.
That's dope as fuck. What year was that?
2018.
That was the year after Tom Petty?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
Well, and I also saw a bounce classic, like all big bounce, like PNC, Fifth Ward. I got to see Fifth Ward Weeby before he died.
Oh, got them hoes out the heat?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What you call it? Who else was there? Chopper was there. Man, I can't think who else. It was a bunch of them. It was like a roster of big bounce artists. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Well, PNC was actually the headline. Like that set, they headlined it. Like they closed it out. The sound went out, bro.
Oh.
Like the fucking sound went out. They didn't break at all. They performed that bitch a cappella.
Come on.
Yeah. It was not. I mean, I don't even think the mics were working, bro.
What?
They just never broke. They just. I mean, that's experience. You know what I'm saying? Performing that much.
Going.
Just
Did the
kept
sound
going.
come back on?
No.
The whole time?
No.
They went into a new song?
Yeah, they just kept going.
Yeah, I could hear.
You can hear him a little bit. You can hear him a little bit. They didn't break. Damn. They didn't break rule. And that night I met them. Yeah, that was the.
They was there to
I told them
that
about
chick,
it.
dog.
They were laughing about it. I told them about that shit. They were like, you definitely there. You know what I'm saying? You know the story. But Aerosmith, they had so many people to watch Aerosmith, bro. We should have went, like, I fucked up and didn't go make a seat 2 hours early. And by the time we got there, I had to watch them from a Megatron that wasn't even pointed at the
from Transformers.
Well, what they call them fucking things? The TVs, bro. Is it a Megatron? Is it what they call it?
I don't know, bro.
The big screens, right? The fucking.
We're gonna call it the Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron. I called it the Megatron. You know the thing. So shit. I had to watch it from a side angle on the Jumbotron.
It bees like that.
It had so many people there, but the sound was excellent.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm ready for concerts to come back, dog.
I know.
That's what I miss.
It's
live
an American
shows, bro. Live performances.
That's what's valuable about America. Like,
they said they'll never tour without. They asked them, "Would y'all tour without Tom Petty doing the songs?" And they were like, "What for?"
No.
Nah.
His voice is way too unique. Yeah. You can't emulate that. You'll never find that.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty.
Who's been able to do that? Journey. Journey's done an excellent job of finding a singer that can sound somewhat unique to, that unique octave.
What do you think about people that listen to Journey?
When do you listen to Journey?
Never.
I guess
we're gonna lose a lot of people, a lot of the local people, and Sean ain't gonna like me for saying that. But I'm sorry. I don't like Journey.
I think it is.
I like Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
I want to fucking rage.
Bomb track.
Yeah, Journey's whack as fuck to me. So that's it.
If they didn't get played so much, bro, like so much, they
if you fucking the Journey, bro, stop doing cocaine.
I think it's the haircuts too. that was the bowl mullet. I mean, I
don't know what it was about Journey.
What they call that?
Yeah, that was a period of time.
What about Queen?
What about
you? Fuck with Queen?
Nah, not my style.
I fuck with Queen.
Nah, it's very theatrical. It's like
that's what I like.
It's
about
like
it.
musical.
Well,
do you watch musicals?
But, right. Well, I guess I'm on the side of like how great it was. The recording, like how the process, like here, man, how they made it sound so crisp.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
And it's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I'm
good.
Dude, you can play it to me once, but I ain't going back. I listen to it
and
I can appreciate it.
You can't fuck with We Will Rock You?
Yeah, I mean, and I remember as bands we would play the drums for We Will Rock You, right? And yeah, I mean, yeah, they created anthems. No, they created anthems. We'll get
some good music.
That was damn. We Will Rock You, bro. Did they create any other anthem beside that though?
We Are the Champions, which is the same song technically.
Is it?
Another One Bites the Dust.
Is it the same song?
Yeah, it's not, but it is. It's weird. It's like,
does one go into the other or something?
I think so. On the album, maybe it should.
Okay, so that we got two anthems out of one, whatever,
right.
2 for 1,
right.
whatever. They two different songs.
2 for 1.
And then, any other anthem?
Another One Bites the Dust.
Dude, that's 3 anthems.
Right.
Oh, fucking he understood fucking how to make a hit.
Right. And then, I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody, but that's where you get in. You saying that's just too theatrical for me. I didn't even know that song existed until Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, bitch. Fuck you if you don't know what Wayne's World is. I got no time for you. Yeah, it came from Wayne's World to me.
Right. When they put the Walkman on the dashboard, bro, and they put that song on.
I watched that movie 300 times when I was a kid. I love Wayne's World.
I know.
Bro.
It was really
Wayne.
good.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's probably one of the best SNL spinoffs.
Because everybody wants their own. We all in our own world anyway, but fucking.
Right.
It was like, hey, this is Wayne and this is his world.
And they had some great spinoff, like the 90s, they had some great SNL movies. Like Tommy Boy and fucking Coneheads. And
Coneheads. That was.
Right.
Yeah,
but I think Wayne's World is the number one. They had a couple. Adam Sandler. But I'm sorry. Adam Sandler had some good shit.
Oh, he's got, I mean, Billy Madison.
Madison was
that
fun.
wasn't characters off of SNL. That was just them kind of being the Cajun man on SNL.
Oh, yeah.
SNL. Bro, I used to stay up for SNL and then watch Morgus afterwards.
Right.
90s.
When I was a kid.
We had the dopest SNL, bro.
Yeah.
David Spade, Chris Farley, Adam Sandler, bro. Like, come on, dude.
Right.
Tim Meadows. All those guys were hilarious, bro.
Right.
I'm sure. Dana Carvey.
The roster now isn't that bad, but it isn't. That's just the peak of SNL was in the 90s. The one,
the virtual debate sketch with Jim
so
Carrey
funny.
and
the
Alec
Tom
Baldwin.
Hall. Oh yeah.
Those aren't cast members. Those are just two.
Yeah.
But Dude, Jim Carrey does the best Biden.
Ever since
I'm never watching Joe Biden again. I'm only watching Jim Carrey doing Joe Biden.
Yeah. Yes. That when they had him like talking to the crowd and they were falling asleep and he pulls out the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Well, would you be my neighbor? Yeah. He starts,
then he turns into Bob Ross with the paint. Yeah.
The exciting one was the Trump one. And dude, Alec Baldwin does a Trump. Ever since he got elected, they hired him, bro. That lip, when he does that with the lips, when he holds his lips like that, bro. And the part where, because a lot of that stuff that was on the SNL skit really happened, and they just made fun of it. Because one of the girls went up there to ask a question, one of the women, and she's like, "You got a beautiful smile. I love it when you smile." She actually told him that, you know? Dude. And that's why they were like, "Smile, smile." And he goes and smiles, and he holds that smile there, bro. And as soon as he was done with it, he went right back to...
I was laughing out loud watching that. It was 12 minutes long, and I got a couple good laughs. That's the most SNL's made me laugh in years for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
the best one, Gumby. When Murphy came back into that.
Oh, you sent me.
I am Gumby.
Yeah.
This fucking show wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for me.
Well, I had to go back and look at the Gumby that he did on the show because I wasn't aware of it.
Because that was early 80s.
Yeah, I could remember seeing it. It kind of brought some memories back. Right. But yeah, when I went and seen it, it was funny, man.
Right. That was before. I mean, we were too young to watch it then. Like,
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, early 80s. I think like 83, 84 he left, something like that. Yeah, and then he started with the Hollywood career. When we talk about the weed, Mississippi is up for ballot.
Yeah.
To
Mississippi
legalize
gonna vote it in.
For sure they're gonna vote it in. They definitely gonna vote it in.
Got them smokers in Mississippi, baby.
I mean, from what I hear, it's kind of like decriminalized across the state already out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got the highest allowable THC in the CBD out there, right?
0.6%.
Yeah, that CBD out in Mississippi will get you lifted, bro.
Yeah.
Think about them red dirt roads.
Good stuff. Now, the question is, when it passes, and I can't see it not passing, especially during these times. And Mississippi's not one of those states that are known for having this booming economy. This is going to change the game for Mississippi. Now, what happens to Louisiana? Are they going to jump on board?
Too much of a bureaucracy. Too many people want to get paid for Louisiana. They're able to pass it through. Mississippi been funded by the federal government to grow bud at either Mississippi State or Ole Miss.
LSU's doing it now too.
Right, but Mississippi been doing it. They have been doing it. Right.
So they ahead of us.
Yeah, on the bud tip, you know. Mississippi's a free state, bro. You could, you got constitutional carry in Mississippi, bro. Right. You can open carry or concealed carry legally, no permit in that state, bro.
Right. And I think Texas is the same way.
I don't think Texas is constitutional carry.
It's open carry. It's an open carry state. But
you got to have a permit if you want to conceal in Texas. There's only a few states that have constitutional carry, and Mississippi's one of them. God bless Mississippi, baby.
Well, it's just the freedom to just be able to do you, as long as you're not
just protecting yourself. Right. That's it.
As long as
you want to go shoot an animal or something, you know.
It's like one of those states where nobody gives a shit as long as you minding your own business. As long as you're doing you and you're not harming anybody else, do whatever the fuck you want.
That's a Mississippi attitude, for sure.
Right. And I think what's gonna happen, Mississippi's gonna legalize it. Texas is gonna see it. They're gonna legalize it.
Yeah, it's all coming.
I think Bama's gonna legalize it before we do. It could be a Mississippi Bama.
Arkansas's got legal bud, medical bud.
Right, so you could smoke it. In Louisiana, you have to get, So
Arkansas beat everybody.
Yeah, when it comes to medical, but I thought they going straight lifting.
Mississippi?
Yeah, legal.
Recreational?
Yes.
You'd have to look at the story, bro. I thought it was just medical.
I don't know. You told me. I didn't even know. Let's see. Oh, I could be wrong here.
If I was the Mississippi River, then your house would be flooded.
Ballot year 2020. Allow qualified. Yeah, so it's going to be medical.
Medical, baby. Hey, man, that's where it starts, medical. 1996, California passed SB 420, Prop 215.
But they decriminalized. They're one of the 27 states that decriminalized it.
Yeah, bro.
So it's legal without being legal.
Unmake me a criminal then. Take all my weed charges away and make me a dispensary owner. Bless me.
Yeah.
Give me some get back. What's that, restitution? Yeah, give me some fucking restitution. Yeah, so
man, moonshine's legal. Well, it's not legal in Mississippi. I think it is, actually.
Probably not to make at the crib.
I think you can. Well, I know it's either Mississippi or Tennessee. You can actually have so much of it. Like, as long as you're not slanging it, you can make it.
I don't want to drink no fucking moonshine. So
you don't like
it? Nah, I'm good.
Oh, it was good, bro.
It's good.
I got a gallon of it for $30 from Mississippi. White Lightning. It's clean. I don't know why.
I like the brown. I like that bird.
Yeah, you can get it too, but it was clean. It's clean stuff.
All right, bro.
It is. I mean, you got to think these guys are.
They didn't just make shines and moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad.
That's good. You know we love our conspiracies.
Oh shit!
So you hit me up about the UFO news last week, and this is like the third time I've seen them ex Trump about UFOs. Right, and he's like starting to show more interest in it.
Well, I was made aware of a story, so I said, "Hey Higgnz, do a deep dive," because my fucking tinfoil hat.
Well, I did, and I follow Tom DeLonge on Twitter.
Blink 182.
Yeah, so
all the small thing.
Well, you heard about the space program he started. He made a post about an article where, forget what Trump said, Harry Reid is on this documentary called The Phenomenon. I went and bought it and watched it Friday, and it's a lot of regurgitated.
You went and bought it?
I'm sorry, I picked up my phone and bought it on Amazon and watched it the other day.
I was confused,
but a lot of the information is regurgitated that I've already seen because I watched just about all the UFO documentaries I could possibly
UFO
consume.
Man. You ever seen a fucking UFO?
No, I didn't.
Are you serious?
Nick said he did.
I've seen some weird shit in the sky. I know some people who had UFO sightings for sure. I've seen some shit on video too. From people that I know.
Like from Zotti's phone. Like, look at this shit.
Right.
And
I've had somebody call me while they were seeing something, freaked out. And they were not on any drug.
And this is in Cali too, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of sightings in the West Coast. You see a lot. This is the skit.
Harry Reid?
Harry Reid says this on there, and it's like,
what reptilian family he's from?
I don't know. He's them libs.
You said this was
he's
conspiracy
one of them libs.
Call.
Well, listen to what he says.
Senator Harry Reid, who instigated the secret Pentagon UFO program, confirmed what nuclear launch officers have been reporting for decades.
There's more than one up there.
UFOs have interfered with our country's most powerful weapons.
If they had been called upon by the president to launch, couldn't have done it. All we're saying, nobody has to agree that why it's there, but shouldn't we at least be spending some money to study all these phenomena? Shouldn't we study this stuff? The answer is yes, and that's all this was about, and why the federal government all these years has covered up, put brake pads on everything, stopped it. I think it's very, very bad for our country.
Are you saying that there's some evidence that still hasn't seen the light of day?
I'm saying most of it hasn't seen the light of day.
So he's saying, like, is there still evidence out there? He's saying, y'all ain't seen nothing yet, basically, is what he's saying. It's out there. On this documentary, they have an element, like a piece of metal that they recovered, that they say is not of this earth, and they go through the process of how they check, see what elements it's made out of. And this guy basically says this is there's nothing on this periodic table that this is made out of. And this was supposedly some metal that was recovered from an incident. So there's definitely some shit in the sky. Like you said, you've seen more than one instance where people are saying something. I mean,
right. And is it all just some some secret military shit that they haven't made us aware of. Very possible. And it's you hear he wants to spend money. So is it just all about creating a budget and spending money, or are we really under attack by aliens, or is that the power move to keep us fearful, where they come out and say, yo, the aliens they're pissed and they want beef? I mean, I think we got enough problems with all the other countries getting along, but they just love beef, you know.
And then
now we got alien beef.
Right. And there's two sides to that, because some people believe that we're being predictive programmed to think that these aliens or whoever they are evil.
But yeah, I mean, if you think about
Independence Day and all the movies where they, you know.
Yeah, since we were kids, we've been programmed about aliens.
It's never been something hard besides E.T.
What's that thing where they did a fake broadcast that the aliens were?
Oh, War of the Worlds, where they had people go fucking nuts.
That's a real story.
Yeah, I know. They really did that.
They really did that.
Yep. It's wild.
Your government, a.k.a. the media, a.k.a. the fourth branch, did that to you. And yeah, they've been in power too long, bro.
Yeah, you know? The military-industrial complex is a real thing. There's a lot of technology that we don't even know. The conspiracy is, I've heard this, is that they'll go out, dress up as aliens, and abduct people. Check this out. Check out what I'm saying.
Happy Halloween.
Check it out. Abduct people, fuck with them.
Dress up. They got alien costumes.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I'm serious.
Okay, I could ride down a lot of rabbit holes. I cruise down that one with you.
They like to drip information on us. You know what I'm saying? You know how they like to feed it. They don't just tell you. They like to drip it out a little bit at a time to see how people are gonna react to it. And that's what's going on right now. And this crazy election is dominating the news cycle. So hopefully when this is over with, we might get some more cool.
Is it gonna be over with though?
Not right away.
It's not going to go smooth.
Hell no. They're not just going to say, oh, he won.
No.
Oh, he won. There's going to be a recount. Mm-hmm. They already talking about like trying to pull Trump out of power, and Nancy Pelosi would be the president if that period in between transferring the power or whatever.
Absolutely.
Because there's a recount. So like he can't be the president anymore until we figure out who won the election. All kind of crazy shit.
They already telling you it's going to be fucked up.
Right.
They getting you ready. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
That's what the media does. It's a play. It's theater, you know, and it's political theater, bro. That's how I feel about all the shit. When the cameras go off, they laughing at me and you. Right wing, left wing, they both a part of the same bird.
Yep.
You know, and like my boy Tom Petty said, we'll come full circle to Tom Petty. He said, I ain't on the left, I ain't on the right. I'm not really sure I got a dog in this fight, and that's how I feel.
It's true, man. Right? You can't let that destroy you who you are, destroy your happiness, ruin your day. We really have no control over that.
Nah, you know your mayor's got a lot of effect on you, as the mayor's got a lot of power, bro. Parish president got a lot of power,
because they could block anything that comes in.
They could shut your business down. You can't cut hair no more. Why? Yeah. The Rona. And man got New Orleans locked down, bro.
Yep. And everything else is open. So.
City's looking sad, bro. All them people from Lake Charles crowded up the hotels, hanging out.
And they can't go back home.
Lots of crime. They found a 4-year-old dead. Lots of gnarly stories coming out of the city right now.
It's Halloween.
Crime's
season.
up. LA, everybody. Crime. The numbers are up. Get your crime on. Break a bottle. Stab somebody. I don't give a fuck.
Right. They're going to be here for a minute. Katrina, it took years for people to go back.
Go find some love in your heart. I don't know what to tell you.
Put a little love in your heart.
Take your FEMA check and go put it all on black. I don't know. Bet on black.
Yeah. So this Friday, new album, The Exorhythm, Volume 2 coming out. Children of the Marsh. All right, y'all go ahead and check that out. And thank y'all for joining us. This is the Higgnz Lounge Podcast. I'm with my brother from another mother, Cardon. And we gonna ride out to this pandemic.
Peace out. Y'all take care.
Bioweapon psyop.